years, and they thrived there, and they lived there, protected, and they had their own businesses. They thrived politically and economically
and what socially. What happened in 1492?
Wait a moment, please. So before cherry picking, some events, and we can discuss them even, okay? Just try to be, try to make some peace with yourself, okay? And try to forget some of your hate.
What happened in 1942 in Spain?
Please, I didn't talk earlier. You've been talking for almost 50 minutes now. I'm gonna finish with this. So try to just, get rid of some of the hate you have towards Muslims, towards Arabs, whatever you hate. I don't care. I don't give a shit about it.
I don't hate.
And try to learn. And try to read
As a matter
everything
of
about
fact,
history.
no,
it's not up to you. It's not up to you to decide what are facts and what not. You are not a historian here, you genius. So have some peace, okay, and be open-minded and learn about history, and then you are welcome to discuss it. But when someone brings you a historical argument, and then you try, you gaslight them, and refute historical facts. It's not up to you. It's not up to you to rewrite history. Okay, with all respect to you, it's not your job. Okay, your job is to learn about history.
My job is to shut this up, right? You don't want me to speak.
No. Educate yourself.
Well, you're not letting me. I have a question.
He has 30 seconds to finish.
Skip your brother. Land your plane, man. Land your plane. You're going.
My question to you is: the entire area had Jews and Arabs all over. Guess what? There aren't any Jews in Yemen. There aren't any Jews in Iran. There aren't any Jews in Iraq.
Can you please tell us when were the Jews kicked out of these countries? Can you tell us what year were they kicked out of these countries?
It was between World War
There's 35,000 Jews living in Iran.
Yes, and there is in Morocco, and there is in other countries in the area. But can you tell us specifically to the point that you're trying to make? To the point, when were they kicked out? After 1948, after your Zionist entity, your genocidal state was established.
You keep saying I don't know history. All the Middle East countries.
Kareem, multiple times. Hold on, guys.
Hold on. You gotta be able to respond to a letter.
And you know what? I know people. Who's one friend of mine, the grandmother walked 1,000 miles from Yemen. So don't fucking tell me I don't know about the history. I'm not a young person. I'm an old person. I have relatives who have been going to the Middle East forever. Okay? And I know things that other people absolutely don't know about. And I told you I had friends when I was a teenager. And the closest person I am to is a Muslim doctor. Okay? So don't tell me I'm full of hate. But don't twist history because you don't like Netanyahu. I don't like Netanyahu.
You twist
I don't like Netanyahu.
We don't twist history. You don't accept history. You cherry pick your history.
You have written the most hateful things I've read.
I don't care. I'm not here to comfort your feelings and your emotions.
No, but you are full of hatred and you attack me personally.
When you deny the suffering of Palestinian children and people, Kareem, you are denying what we're all seeing on live television, the suffering of Palestinian children and people as we fucking speak, who are starving to death. You deny that. And then you expect people to be nice to you. Kareem, then you expect people to be nice to you. Have some decorum. You are at what age now? Have some decorum. Then you pretend like you don't know history, but the only history you do know is the one that supports your narrative, which is sickening. Please.
Same to you.
Same to me, by the way. Just so you know, no one's attacking you. Do not play victim. You said that children are not starving right now. Kareem, are people starving right now in Scotland? Our children are starving. They're not?
No, there's
You are a lying scumbag. Your ancestors are rolling in their graves.
Oh, shut up about my ancestors. Goodbye.
No. Look. It's totally useless to discuss with this woman. She's denying everything, not just history, but even current facts. things that have been seen by everyone around the world, around the globe, and you are here. No, they are not starving. Kids. We've seen kids get checked. Hey, we've seen skeleton kids. They are skeletons.
They're sick. That
They
one
are
kid
skeletons.
he has a
Look,
disease.
no, wait a moment.
There's a
Wait a
photograph
moment.
of the family. His
We've
mother
seen
looks
adults,
fine.
women,
His mother
men,
is 300
dying,
pounds.
dying because of starvation.
Let's
Okay.
talk about
We've
the
seen
Holocaust.
You
Hang on.
sound like a Nazi.
Let's talk about the Holocaust, 1942, Karen. Do you know that who opposed the Nazi? They wanted to take out the British. It was the Jewish militia gang called Lehi in 1940 to 41. Do you know why they opposed the Hitler? It's because British decided to not give you guys a state, right? Because they saw the Zionists as a threat to the human life and society. And that's why they approached the Hitler in 1940 to 41, right? And this is and why would you approach a Hitler when you know that this guy, this Hitler regime, is about to put Jews into the oven and turn them into soap? Why would you approach a Hitler? You know, and this is the big. I think you need to seriously. I would suggest you is open up some books about the Holocaust. And when you look
I don't have to. My father was in a concentration camp.
Okay,
I have
what do we do about?
information from my mother and father who were in France when the Nazis came and the French did, take the children. The Nazis, the German Nazis didn't want the children. The Vichy government in France wanted.
What do we do about
all the
Warsaw
children to be
Uprising, Karen? What
But
do we do
don't
about
tell
Warsaw
me about a
Uprising?
fucking history book.
What do we do about Warsaw
I
Uprising?
lived with history books.
So what Hamas is doing is they're doing the same shit. What happened in Warsaw Uprising?
But did
Right.
you
My
know
mother
what
was
happened in
born in Warsaw during the war. You know what? I am a history book, and instead of using me and learning something from me, you're so paranoid about whatever you think.
So what do you?
Okay,
So
I don't
let
even
me
like
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask
And
you
you're
this.
using,
What do you?
you're using
What do you?
Netanyahu as
Let me
a-
ask you this. Listen, relax. Let me ask you this. What do you think about what the Nazis are doing to the kids inside of Gaza? Over 20,000 are killed. What do you think about that?
What?
What do you think about what the Nazis are doing to the children in Gaza?
You don't mean Nazis, you mean Israelis, right?
No. I mean Nazis. And this is a compliment, to be honest with you. But
I
how
don't
do you
know
feel?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The IGF.
He's talking about
Yes.
the idea that
The
they're
IGF.
committing
No, I'm
crimes
talking about
and
the IGF.
they're similar.
If
They're
you
not.
want me to say there are bad people who are Jewish, yes, there are bad people of all ethnicities and religions.
Oh, so
Yes.
I never use the term Jewish. I use the term Zionist. Because Zionism
Well,
and
whatever
Judaism,
you want.
they don't go hand in hand, But so what do you think about the IGF and
IDF.
their actions? Yeah, IGF. Do you know what IGF is? I thought you were a historian and you're all
You're
educated.
saying G instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using IGF.
It's IDF.
No, you're too old.
It's Israeli genocide forces. Israeli genocide.
G.
Okay,
Israeli
stop.
genocidal forces. Yeah.
Stop.
What do you mean?
All right. Don't make
Can I ask you a question?
Karen,
Since you know history, can I ask you a question, guys, quickly? Because she knows
Okay,
history
okay.
really well. Can you tell us about Nakam?
The what?
Have you heard of Nakam? Nakam? After World War II, who they were?
The Nakba? What?
No, Nakam. Nakam. If you don't know Nakam, have you heard of Joseph Harbats?
No.
You don't know these. This is very prevalent in history. So let me
I'm
give
not
you.
great. I'm not great with names.
Okay, so have you heard about the parliamentary organization of about 50 Holocaust survivors that tried to seek revenge against the Germans, and they planned to poison the waterways to kill 6 million Germans?
You know.
Never heard of that? And then they
If
failed,
people-
and then they went to Plan B. Hold on, then they did Plan B. You know that this man was honored in Israel. Since you know your history, I was hoping you knew that history, but I guess
You won't let me respond.
you said you didn't
I don't know.
So I educated the group.
come from a family of Holocaust survivors. Why they didn't
Okay,
own the
okay.
guns?
So-
Let her finish, let her
Let me
finish.
finish my fucking sentence and I'll leave.
What?
Let her finish. Let her finish.
Why they didn't go get guns and go kill every living Nazi that was still alive? I don't know.
Do you
Why they
support
went
that?
to-
Do you think that would have been a good thing in your opinion? I mean, I support it.
I understand if your whole family's been
Yes.
killed to be angry, yes.
So
But you
it's
know
okay.
what? They
Okay.
didn't do that. The
They
Jews
did. They
did
tried.
not go back.
They tried. I just told you. I told you.
We're not a violent
I just told you.
bunch.
What do you mean
I just
you're
told
not
you.
a violent?
Hold on. Just give me a second.
We aren't.
I gave you two instances in Nepal, which is huge. Then I gave you Joseph Haratz, where these are two groups that work to try to poison the water of 6 million Germans. Okay, to not just Nazis, just Germans, eye for an eye. I'll put the link in the chat. Maybe you can look it up yourself. Jewish history, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I can understand it. You can understand it. But then why don't you understand people in Gaza who for the last 76 years have been discriminated against, that have been killed, that have been literally be put in a box, have been allowed to move, go left, right, nowhere, where their homes have been stolen, their families have been killed.
I'm gonna
Why don't
ask-
you understand when they decide to resist? Are they not allowed? Are they not allowed to? But you are allowed to. So your ancestors have every right to resist, but they don't.
Okay to do that.
No, but
You
you're,
said that
but Karen, you did lie. You literally just lied.
No, I didn't.
You said you guys are not violent.
Okay, fuck you. This is
You
not
said, no, I'm actually addressing your claim. You said you're not violent. Is
because
that right?
they didn't go ahead and fight back
They did.
So how was the state of Israel established?
through legal means.
What do you mean?
They bought-
What's legal mean?
They bought the property. Stop
Can you
it.
tell
No,
us
it's
about
not.
the Nakba?
Wasn't a violent takeover.
So what is the
Why
Nakba?
don't you
What is the
guys?
Nakba? What is the Nakba?
It is the word that you use to describe. Okay, bye.
You're
Bye.
pathetic.
You're
You're
rude.
Bye. Go on. Bye.
They
Bye.
can't.
I would do the
This is
same
them.
if I were in place.
This is
Bye.
them. They cannot handle the truth. The biggest fear they have is against the truth.
No,
It's not Hamas,
did
it's
you
not
hear?
weapons, it's not rockets, it's nothing. It's the truth. It's a
Did you hear
camera, bro. It's a
in
phone. It's a
in the beginning, she came, saying, and we heard her very clear. She was very clear. She said, "I don't think that the Israelis they are killing civilians."